G'day lads, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia and welcome to the NRL Round 21 Tips and Predictions live stream for your Tuesday night, 6:03 p.m. here. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. Let me just adjust this camera here. Sorry guys, there we go. Hope everyone is doing well. Round 21 of the NRL, man, it's going to be a big round. A lot of teams are playing for their season. Some teams are already done for the year and they're just trying to get through the end of the year and finish well. But yeah, it's a big round of footy, man. It's a really, really big round of footy. But before we go any further, I want to acknowledge the live chat. Hello to everyone that's watching. Hello to one of the great moderators, Jason Reader in the live chat. CJ Moxley is there as well. Hello to Will Storm fan. Hello to Michael Driver. Hello to the other Will. Hello to Josh Sami. Hello to everyone that's tuning in. Robin, Rishi, Josh. Who else we got here in the chat? Hope everyone's good. Liam Pritchard. G'day to everyone that is watching. Guys, don't forget, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you press the thumbs up button on the stream, like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let's try and get to 4K before the season ends. Big round of footy, man. Big round of footy. Let's just get straight into it, eh? So round 21 of the NRL kicks off on Thursday night. It's a bit of a rivalry game, this one. Bit of a rivalry game on Thursday night. It is the Sydney Roosters taking on the Melbourne Storm. This game is being played at Allianz Stadium. The Storm are the favourites at $1.65. The Roosters, they are $2.35. Now, the Roosters, they welcome back Senden Smith into the halves. Townsend drops out. But Hugo Savala in the reserve, so he could be a late inclusion. As for the Storm, obviously no Cameron Munster. He has been arrested because he's going to his dad's funeral. So hopefully Cameron Munster is in a good, a good mindset and everything. I hope he's okay. So Wishart will play 5'8" this weekend. And still no Ryan Pappenhausen. Look, this will be a good game. Thursday night, it's like I said before, a bit of a rivalry game, the modern day rivalry. Roosters versus Storm. It's going to be a good game, man. Melbourne don't normally lose 2 in a row, and it's hard to tip against the Melbourne Storm, but I'm going to go for an upset, guys. I'm going to go the Roosters. I'm going to tip the Roosters to win this game on Thursday night. I think out there at Allianz Stadium, I know they haven't won a lot of games there this year. I think they can cause a bit of an upset on Thursday night. No Munster, no Ryan Pappenhausen. I think they're a bit vulnerable. I thought Melbourne were a bit flat last week, and I think if the Roosters can just get back to what they do best and, their style of football, I think they can win on Thursday night. So I'm going for the upset, guys. I'm going to go Roosters by 2. First try score, I'm going to go with Daniel Tupou on the wing. I reckon he can score the first try. But, yeah, I'm going for the upset on Thursday night. Roosters by 2. They are my specials of the weekend. All right. Moving on to Friday night football, and looking forward to this one, guys. Friday night, 6 o'clock from Queensland Country Bank Stadium. It is the Cowboys versus the Dragons. The Cowboys are $1.60. The Dragons are at $2.40. Now, as a Cowboys fan, I think the season's over. I don't think we can make the 8. There is a world where if we win every single game and a couple of results go our way, then there is a chance that we could still get in. But if I'm looking at it, from a realistic point of view, season's probably over. It's just disappointing. Now, Cowboys, couple of changes, couple of returns. So Bateman's back, which is good. He's in the back row. Still no Jake Clifford, but Tom Duffy has been cleared. So Duffy will go to 5'8" this week. Purdue back to the centers. Edwards to the front row. McKaylee's injured. The injury toll at the Cowboys is getting out of hand. Now, as for the Dragons, well, Corey Allen on the wing, Feagai into the centers. Haven't seen Matthew Feagai's name in a while, so be interesting to see how he goes up against Purdue on Friday night. This afternoon there was a lot of chit chat about the Dragons fans questioning the atmosphere of Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Well, if the Cowboys win on Friday night, you're going to be very humbled when it comes to the atmosphere talk. So go the Cowboys. I'll be doing a live stream watch along to this game on Friday, guys. So make sure you tune in from 5:50 onwards. I'll be doing a live reaction to this, but I'm looking forward to it. Cowboys, Dragons, big game. I'm going to go the Cowboys, obviously. I think it will be a 1-12 game. Like, I'm not going to be cocky and say we win 20 plus. I think this is going to be a close game. So I'm going to go Cowboys by 10. First try scorer, I'm going to go Jackson Purdue back in the centers to score the first try. Cowboys to win. Go the Cowboys. All right. The other game on Friday night is from Suncorp Stadium, 8 o'clock kickoff. The Brisbane Broncos versus the Parramatta Eels. Broncos, $1.25 here. The Eels are at $4.10. Poor old Parramatta, man. They're having a tough year. It's a rebuild year from what I understand, but it's been awful for the Eels. Broncos, they welcome back Payne Haas. They welcome back Peter Cora. They got pretty much everybody on deck, the Broncos. Everyone's back. They look strong here. They really look strong. I thought Ben Tolte, who played against the Titans, had a good game. I'm surprised that he's not on the bench. Anyway, as for the Eels, Iongi's out for 4 weeks apparently, so Josa Papali'i will go to fullback. Moses returns. He goes to halfback. Penasini returns as well. Everything else at Parramatta looks to be unchanged. Simonson into the reserves. Surprised he's not in the centers. But anyway, Broncos, they're favourites to win this, and they're favourites for a reason. Broncos win. Broncos win well. I can't see Parramatta keeping this close. I think Brisbane will win by 3 or 4 tries. So I'll go the Broncos by 18. And first try scorer, I'm going to go Ben Hunt. I think Ben Hunt from dummy half can crash over for the first try of the game. So Broncos by 18 here, and first try will go Ben Hunt. I think that'll be too good. All right, moving on to Super Saturday. Super Saturday, one of the greatest days for rugby league. Although this Super Saturday fixture might not be outstanding, I hope we see a really close game here somewhere. Anyway, we got the first game at 3 o'clock. We got the Warriors taking on the Gold Coast Titans from Go Media Stadium. The Warriors are $1.30. The Titans are at $3.60. Now, the Warriors, they welcome back Chance Nickel Klukstad, which is a big inclusion. Tanner Boyd versus the Titans. That'll be interesting. Everything else looks to be unchanged for the Wars. I'm surprised that Ali Leotawa isn't in the centers. Surprised I haven't changed that yet. Anyway, as for the Gold Coast, very strong. I mean, it's similar to last week, really. Josh Patson comes on to the bench for David Fafita. Lofi Pereira drops out to the reserves. Look, the Gold Coast were unlucky last week against the Tigers. They could have won that game, but they fell short. I think the Warriors will win this game, but I actually think it's going to be close. I think the Gold Coast are going to give the Warriors some headaches, man. Like we saw last year on Anzac Day, the Titans went over to New Zealand and they beat the Warriors, and then they beat them by 60 last year on the Gold Coast. I think Warriors bounce back and beat the Titans, but it's not going to be by as much as everyone thinks. So I'm going to go Warriors by 8, guys. Warriors by 8. I'll go Dallin Watene-Zelezniak to score the first try. But yeah, you'd think over there in New Zealand, the Warriors, they should do enough and get the job done. So Warriors by 8. All right, the middle game will Super Saturday, 5:30 p.m. out there at CommBank Stadium. We've got the Panthers and the Tigers. Panthers $1.25. The Tigers are paying $3.95. Penrith, welcome back. Cleary, welcome back. Yo. Martin's in the reserve, so he'll be touch and go by the sound of it. Tago is back. Alamotti drops to the reserves. I would have had Alamotti in there over Thomas Jenkins personally, but anyway. That's for the Tigers. Isaac Tuatupo, is that a debutant? He's on the wing for the Tigers. Anyway, everything else looks to be similar to last week. Look, I know the Tigers had a very emotional win at Leichhardt Oval yesterday, but I think Penrith will be too good here, guys. They're starting to click at the right time, and all their big guns are almost back and ready to go. So Panthers, for me, they'll be too good here. Panthers by 16 points. First try scorer, I'm going to go with Luke Garner in the second row. He's starting, so Luke Garner to score the first try. Panthers by 16 points. They'll be too good for the Tigers. Righto. The main event of Super Saturday is up on the Central Coast. It is the South Sydney Rabbitohs up against the Cronulla Sharks. So, yeah, Rabbitohs versus Sharks. And these sides did play back in round 3, and the Sharks put a score on them. So, be interesting how the Rabbitohs go in this one. But Sharks $1.20 favourites. Souths, what are they? They're $4.25. Jai Gray is back for the Rabbitohs. AJ is on the wing. Whiten and Dodd will be the halves of the Rabbitohs. Havili goes to hooker. Hubner's at lock this week. The bench, Ashton Ward, is that a debut? I'm not sure. It probably is. The amount of injuries Souths have got, it probably is a debut. Shaq Mitchell in jersey number 19. Surely Shaq gets a run on the bench. With all the injuries, you might as well give him a game. And for the Sharks, well, everything looks to be pretty much unchanged, although Nakora's out. So Burns and Wilton at the back row. Atkinson's on the bench. Ramian's back in the centres. Look, Sharks will be too good here, right? Won't they? Sharks win well. They really should. I mean, if Cronulla are fair income, if they're fair income about the season, they should win this game and they should win it well. So I'm going to go Sharks by about 22 points. First try scorer, I'm going to go Adam Fanua-Blake. He let me down last week in his milestone, so hopefully he can bounce back this week and score a try. So Fanua-Blake will score first. Sharks by 22. Could be more, could be less. Who knows? I think Sharks win 13 plus. Regardless, they'll be too good. All right, 2 games to go. Sunday football. First game is at 2 o'clock from GIO Stadium in Canberra. It's the Raiders versus the Knights. Raiders $1.20. Newcastle Knights at $4.60. Now, these sides played only about a month ago in Newcastle, and the Raiders held on to win that game 22 points to 18. So the Knights will fancy their chances here, But the Raiders, man, they were very good last week, especially in the last 15 minutes where they blew Parramatta off the park, last 10 minutes, whatever it was. Now, Seb Chris is out with an injury, so Simi Sasungi, who's been killing it, he's going to play in the centres. I'm not sure if he's a centre, but he's playing there. Hudson Young and Hosking in the back row. Noah Martin will come onto the bench for the Green Machine. As for the Knights, it's a very similar team to last week. Not really any changes at all to note of, I don't believe. Jack Evington, I don't know if he played last week, but he's in the reserves. James Schiller as well. He could actually be a late inclusion. So keep an eye on that. But look, Raiders, Knights, I can't see Newcastle winning. I can't see him going close. I just think the Raiders are going to be too good here, guys. 1 second, guys. 1 sec. Sit down. Sorry, guys. Just had to deal with that. Background noise. Not a fan. Anyway, Raiders and the Knights. I just think Raiders will be too good here. Newcastle don't have many points in them. And I think last week would have really hurt them mentally with the way they lost that game to the Warriors. So for me, Raiders win. Raiders win well. Raiders by 16. First try, I'm going to go Matt Timoko. I think he'll be scoring the first try. Raiders by 16. I just think they'll be far too good. And the last game, in my opinion, the game of the round, an absolute blockbuster. What a game this is going to be. Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock from Allianz Stadium. Yes, that's right. The Bulldogs are taking a game to Allianz Stadium. By the time this game ends, they'll probably want to fucking move in there, knowing the Bulldogs. But anyway, Allianz Stadium, Bulldogs Manly. I believe they're playing at Allianz because of the 1985 Grand Final. It's like a what do you call it? A reunion or whatever it is. But anyway, Dogs versus Manly. This will be a cracker, man. A finals rematch from last year. If you remember the elimination final last year, Manly beat the Bulldogs at a core stadium. You know the Dogs will want payback. But Bulldogs $1.70 here. Manly at $2.20. Bulldogs changes. So Tawala on the wing. Montoya drops out due to injury. Jeffro drops out, sorry. The team looks pretty much unchanged besides that, though. Bronson Sherry's back. That's the other one. Sherry's in the centres. Tawala on the wing. For Manly, very similar team to last week, although the big news, Hamoli Olakau'atu is back. Big inclusion there. But look, Bulldogs Manly, going to be a cracker. I'm going the Dogs. I think this is going to be a really good game. I'm going to go the Bulldogs by 2. I think it's going to be a really tight game. First try score, I'm going to go Jason Saab. I think he'll score first. But yeah, Bulldogs by 2. This will be a cracker on Sunday afternoon, probably the game of the round. So Dogs by 2. So we'll go through the tips quickly and then we'll get on out of here, guys. So Roosters Storm, I'm going Roosters 1-12. Cowboys to beat the Dragons 1-12. Broncos to beat the Eels 13+. Warriors to beat the Titans 1-12. Panthers to beat the Tigers 13+. Sharks to beat South 13+. Raiders to destroy the Knights 13+. And the Bulldogs to beat Manly 1-12. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section who you're tipping for round 21 of the NRL. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be live tomorrow for the Cowboys TV podcast. And then obviously Friday, Cowboys Dragons live stream. Watch along. Going to be a lot of fun, man. All right. I'm getting out of here, guys. Take care. Like and subscribe. Good luck with your tips. And see us in the next one. Go the Cowboys. Best atmosphere in the league.